Come on down to Wendy's on Western Ave. We got the good shit.
Momentous.
Look at the stains on that bag.
Momentous day in podcast history. Jordan has tried the Wendy's again. Because 2023 is all about second chances.
It's all about second chances.
I was going to start it with a little radio intro, but then you took it away.
What radio intro?
I was going to do something along the lines of, hey, everybody, welcome to JJTI. This is James. That's Jordan. We're going to talk about some stuff. You know, one of those.
Oh, like Alex Jones.
Is that what Alex Jones does?
Yeah, that's what he sounds like.
I was doing more of a, hey, everybody.
Yeah. Alex Jones here. Super male vitality.
Frogs.
Get in bulk.
So 2023, starting the year off right with some Wendy's. It was pretty good. I tried a couple of dogs.
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite fast food place when it's not raw. Yeah.
You're not a fan of the raw meat diet?
They should just send that stuff in fully cooked.
Yeah.
I don't care what's in it.
You want all those preservatives?
They
all
must
of them
not.
Chemicals?
They must be still like flipping them like old school.
Yeah.
A lot of places have like a press. Or like at Burger King, you put them on a conveyor belt.
The charbroiler.
Yeah, sends them through the grill. Pops them out.
Why are you looking at me like that, Bino?
Bino.
It's hiding behind the bag.
All right.
What would you like to talk about this week?
The laptop.
New laptop. We have a laptop update, weekly laptop update. Jordan, please take it away with laptop update.
So,
should I do music? You know, like the Morse code in
yeah,
news?
you can if you want.
Breaking news.
Are you gonna add that in?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
I'm not fucking doing any extra work.
The laptop didn't come to my house, so I was like, "What's going on with this?"
Did it go somewhere else?
And there was no money. No, there's no money taken out of my account. So
interesting.
When I ordered the laptop, my bank texted me and said, "Did you just make this purchase?" So I said yes. And then they emailed me saying that the payment didn't go through. And then they told me to call my bank, which I thought I already did. But I didn't see any of this stuff as it was going on.
Right.
So, and then they sent a final cancellation thing on my order.
So you didn't get the laptop.
So I ordered another laptop.
Oh.
And this one has the money pending in my bank account, but it actually says they shipped the thing this time.
Right. So it looks like it's gone through.
Yeah, and it's a little bit nicer than the other one that I had.
Whoa. Like the first one that you broke, or the other one that you thought you ordered,
that I
but
did
then
order,
they didn't let you order it.
That's right. And my current laptop has started doing something new. I don't know what this is. I don't know what. So where the battery is, in the front of it.
Yeah. Is it like a replaceable battery?
Yeah.
Like one of those pop out,
you can
hot
pop
swappable ones?
Yeah. So
it's really old.
It started making a I don't know how to describe it. Like not like an electricity sound.
Okay.
But sort of like a crunching noise. I don't know what that is.
I think that's your battery about to explode.
Can they explode?
Batteries? Yeah.
Maybe.
I would be very hesitant to take that laptop on an airplane.
Oh, no.
That's all I'm saying.
They wouldn't allow it on an airplane. Like once they see that the whole charging thing has just
exposed wire.
Exposed wire, yeah. I think that'd be bad.
They just think it's a bomb.
Yeah, I mean,
attack dogs on you instantly. What's the thing where
it's like
it? What am I thinking of? Was it a Bob's Burgers episode where he like tries to bring the turkey with him on the plane, and the bomb dogs are going crazy after the suitcase and like delays the flight? It was like a Bob's Burgers episode or a Simpsons episode or something like that. I think maybe it was a Seinfeld episode. They all just sort of blend together.
No, so it's been making a different noise now, but then it stops making the noise. But it's almost like something's loose. I don't know why the battery would be making that noise though.
Maybe it's something with the way when it heats up a little bit from being used, it expands
Yeah, and cracks
and
a little.
maybe that like pushes something that it didn't used to push.
It doesn't sound like a wire type noise. It sounds like there's something. No, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can videotape it tonight and then send it to you. The noises.
I want it on a tape. I want you to mail me the tape.
I can probably. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know if I would be able to. I mean, I'll try to film it, but in the amount of time it does it like right off as it's starting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll try to film it, and I'll probably not do it that time. But
right. If you film it every time you turn it on,
right,
it'll never do it.
But it does take still like 15 minutes to fully load. Yeah. And it's been asking me to like update to like Windows whatever for the longest time, and I just never have.
I don't think your laptop. It's probably like Windows 7. It's probably like 6
Windows
version
8
behind. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Windows 8.
But I could update it. I just don't.
Because you probably couldn't.
I don't think it would accept it.
Handle anything past Windows 7 or Windows 8.
And I couldn't find any cords for it, but I didn't look for the old one that I got.
Right.
But I should probably get another cord for that. It's nice to have a nice backup laptop, you know.
Yeah, is it? My laptop's currently in pieces in my bedroom, so I wouldn't know. Need to get a new panel for it.
I paid $150 for the one that you want mine?
No. A new panel is like $45. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet.
Yeah.
It's difficult to find like replacement parts for stuff like that because they're so they're basic. All of those companies are just a big middle finger to anybody who wants to fix anything. It's just like, go fuck yourself if you want to try and not throw away electronics. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, this laptop that I have, you can't even take the bottom apart to see what's going on in there, because the little headphone jack, it broke off in the thing. So I was gonna open it up and take it out. You cannot get into this laptop. So if you get a DVD in there or something, it's not coming out. It's not coming out.
Do you think that you absolutely can get in there and you're just missing some screws or something?
No, I watched a ton of videos. You're not getting in there.
I bet I could get in there.
Not without breaking it, probably.
I bet I could get in there. I've got some pry tools I could get in there.
You definitely have to pry something out.
I guess we could talk about how Walt Cunningham died yesterday. Do you know who that is?
Walt Cunningham?
Yeah.
No.
He was an astronaut.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
For Apollo 7.
Yes, that was on the news.
I'm watching Bino lick up some water off the floor in the kitchen.
Anyway, this is what the bottom looks like.
Okay. Yeah, I could get into that.
Yeah, you think you can.
I bet I could.
I unscrewed everything. Nothing.
I bet there's a hidden screw.
There's nothing.
Or two. Underneath some like warranty void if removed stickers. That's how they like to do it. That's how the PlayStation was. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, and then you clip the battery into that.
Let me in. Oh yeah, it's got one of those sliding, I remember those, the sliding pop button things.
Yep, because sometimes it would just like freeze up or something. So I just ripped the battery out.
Yeah.
Put it back in. That seemed to usually work.
Yeah. Back in the day when...
If it's not broken,
why fix it? Sounds like it is broken.
It is broken, actually, yeah. It still works, though. Yeah, but it still works. It's like you could drive a car, you know, even if it was missing all its windows.
That sounds like a different story. Sounds like you could drive a car if it was missing most of the transmission.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I guess you could if you only put it in neutral and went downhill.
Can you, well, you can run the diagnostics, right, on your laptop. But,
I mean, sure. What kind of diagnostics?
I want it to just have, like, when I get my new laptop, if it comes, I'm still constantly checking to make sure.
Right.
Like, my bank doesn't say that I can't spend that money. Yeah. Even though I said it was fine.
Right.
But yeah, I want to see, like, I want to take the laptop somewhere and be like, I think this is like an unreal thing, and I want you to look into why this is still working.
You think it's like
what's wrong with it?
A weird anomaly that it's lasted this long?
Yeah, I do. When
Stuff back then was built to last.
So it will not turn on at all if it's not plugged in.
Yeah, that's.
And then when you plug it in, this thing pops up that says error, blah, 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 blah. Do you wish to continue? I've never read it. It says something. Something not good. And then I click enter.
You refused to download Tinder because it wanted to know your location. And you're not going to read the error message on your laptop.
I don't think that. Because I had Tinder.
That was Snapchat. To download something because it wanted to know some information, and that was probably the Domino's app. To agree to it, you refused. You're like, they don't need to know this information, and
that's
you're not going to read
that I read
the update to your laptop that won't power on. What if it's like, hey,
I'll read it tonight, and it'll be click on this thing, the next laptop update.
If you click on this thing, it'll solve all your issues, and you just never read it.
Yeah, it's gonna wrap up the exposed wire,
we
and
fixed the battery issue.
It's gonna knock the it's gonna knock the headphone jack thing.
It just starts rattling and shoots out.
The DVD, you can't even play DVDs on it anymore.
Yeah,
that's recent. I've watched it slowly start to crumble too. It's like the broken controller for N64, but you keep it because it still kind of works.
Right.
You just got to tell like your friend,
cousin or whatever.
Yeah, just tell them like you got to turn left when you want to turn right.
Right.
It's sort of like that.
I think, yeah, exactly. It's exactly like the broken Nintendo 64 controller.
Yeah. Still works. I mean, I just need it for like YouTube
and other
stuff.
Yeah. YouTube and other stuff. I'm drinking some delicious A&W root beer.
What's the other one? Is it RedTube? Is that a porn site?
Yeah.
Yeah.
RedTube, YouTube, and
Pornhub. Pornhub. You porn?
X-Hamster.
That's a thing?
Yep. It is.
X-Hamster.
There's all those memes where it's like hamsters can live 30 days without food. For more facts on hamsters, go to xhamster.com.
Well, I was wondering why it was called X-Hamster. Is that like there's like,
I don't know,
people are shoving hamsters in them?
Or? I don't think so.
Because that's what I thought when I saw that.
Yeah. Is it? I don't know.
Because, there's a whole like joke that people like shove hamsters in their assholes.
Is that a joke?
You've never heard that?
No. I can't say that I have.
It's like some weird sex act that some people do.
Interesting.
I'm sure it's not that common, but I thought that's where the name for X-Hamster came from.
Maybe. I mean, it's a pretty old website. I feel like it's been around for a while. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to grab your attention. You see something that says X-Hamster, you're gonna click on it. Maybe
the guy who made it was just called Hamster. Like that was his nickname.
Maybe it was run by hamsters. Maybe it's like a G-Force situation. They're super smart hamsters.
Right, and they like to go into
people's buttholes.
Places, yeah.
Crawling in there, eat their own genitals and die.
I think that's it. Oh, well, that's something I look up on my laptop. I don't do that on my phone.
Right. You don't want the government to track you.
Oh.
And they don't know how to track stuff from 2005.
This is all linked up to my laptop, actually.
Oh, no. You gotta use those incognito mode browsers.
Incognito.
A VPN. Gotta keep them off your trail. Only paying cash.
I'm pretty sure you can't track my laptop.
I think that they can.
No.
I think that they can.
It's gonna be like in Star Wars where he's like, it's an older code, but it checks out. They're gonna be like, what even is this?
Actually, that was Empire Strikes Back.
I said in Star Wars.
Yeah. Star Wars
They're all Star Wars.
No, then Star Wars is the name of the first one.
It's Star Wars and then the name of the movie underneath it.
No, Star Wars.
A New Hope.
And then there was, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back. Nope.
No, the first one was called A New Hope.
No.
Are you kidding me?
The original Star Wars was just called Star Wars. I will bet you $10,000 that your bank won't let you take out.
$10,000?
Yeah. American dollars. Not like
how hard is
Minecraft
it to just
dollars.
get the wiki page immediately?
We gotta look up wikipedia.com.
Yeah, just popped right up.
Yeah.
Well, they're not gonna say it's A New Hope on this. Fandom. There we go, wiki.
Yep. Here we go. We're doing some a deep dive into whether or not Star Wars was called Star Wars.
Fullest live action.
I'm excited for this. The suspense is killing me.
Now, 1977 self-titled film, later subtitled Episode 1: A New Hope, or Episode 4: A New Hope.
IV.
Yeah.
The V is 5.
Well, no, because 3 and then that one.
What?
This is the first one.
Yep.
So after the 3 prequels, it would be the 4th one.
Yeah. So it's IV.
Yeah.
V means 5. Therefore, you're subtracting the 1 from the 5.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
You're accusing me of saying that Star Wars original Star Wars was episode 5. I just said the V means 5.
Oh, okay.
What are you coming at me, bro?
Yeah, no.
I know my Roman numerals.
It's A New Hope.
It was originally called Star Wars.
Well, I think we're both right then.
I think that I'm more right because I said
because
the original
it's
title was
currently
Star Wars.
Yeah, it's Star Wars for all of them.
No.
Star Wars.
I think that we can all agree.
It says Star Wars before all the other titles on any of these movies.
Whatever
Star Wars Return of the Jedi.
No.
Star Wars. Yeah.
No, it's just Return of the Jedi. You look at that poster, it just says Return of the Jedi.
It says Star Wars on it.
It's in the Star Wars universe.
All right, so.
This is the stupidest conversation.
Original Return of the Jedi movie poster.
Return of the Jedi was originally called Revenge of the Jedi. I've said that before on this podcast.
Probably.
I remember saying it. My memory ain't that good, but I got that. It's not as fun.
It does. It says Star Wars Return of the Jedi.
It does it say Star Wars like in the same size font?
No, why would that matter?
Because then it's not part of the title. It's just in the Star Wars universe.
This is the original poster.
Yeah, let's see it.
It says right on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me zoom in.
Zoom and enhance.
Oh, what the hell? There we go.
I'll see you in hell. Yeah, look, it's in the Star Wars universe.
Star Wars.
Just Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
It's not.
It says Star Wars right on top of it.
The name of the movie isn't Star Wars Return of the Jedi. The name of the movie is Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, Star Wars.
It's in the Star Wars universe.
Of the Jedi. It's on the poster.
It's not called Star Wars Return of the Jedi. You are insane. Do you think that poster over there, that movie poster, do you think that movie's called Rooster Teeth : Laser Team? No, the movie's called Laser Team, made by Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, you're wrong though.
What? Are you...
If you were gonna go to the movies, would you say, "Can I get a ticket for Star Wars," or would you say, "Can I get a ticket for Return of the Jedi"?
If the movie's name was Return of the Jedi,
no, you're not. You're gonna go in there and say Star Wars because everyone knows it's Star Wars.
First of all,
whatever else they call it.
I would never go in and ask for a ticket. I would do it on my phone.
This is 1981 or whenever that came out.
Which one?
Return of the Jedi.
Oh, the name of the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Star Wars: Return of the Jedi.
Original Star Wars are still probably playing in theaters then, so you had to specify Return of the Jedi.
I don't think so. I don't think they'd have them all in the same theater at the same time.
Do you know how long they ran movies back then? They would run them for like years.
Yeah, because nobody had friggin' VHS tapes.
Well, VHS was $80.
You could rent one though.
$8 million back then. Because only video rental stores could afford to buy a VHS.
They had a.
Do you know Top Gun's the thing that changed that? Top Gun was the first VHS that was like, we're $20.
For $20?
Yeah, Top Gun changed movies at home.
Why? What were tapes?
They were $80 before Top Gun.
Per tape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you wanted a copy of a movie, you had to pay $80 for it.
That was when you were getting it like straight from the studio, right?
Yeah, because they were afraid that if you bought it on tape, then you wouldn't go see the movie in the movie theater, and that's where they made all their money.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they.
So they were charging an exorbitant amount of money for stuff at home, and then they realized, oh, it's still the 1980s. Stuff looks like shit at home, so people will still go see movies. So that actually looks like you can see a person's face and make out that they're a person.
You're not good with the little like staticky. Yeah.
They're not sitting 3 inches from their TV looking at. Is that Tom Cruise? I think that's Tom Cruise. Hard to tell. Is that a plane?
Yeah, they didn't have TVs that size.
Oh yeah,
they
didn't have.
That was the movie theater.
65 inches. 65 inches.
Yeah, just tell people what you got. Show
4K. 4K, 65 inches.
4K.
Ultra HD. I'm excited to become rich from this podcast, and then we can afford a really nice TV.
That's not a nice TV.
That's like a $500 TV. It's nothing. I'm talking like a $4,000 TV. OLED.
I think you should be happy with what you have.
No, you should never be happy with what you have. You should always strive for more.
Why do you always want the most expensive thing?
It's not about the most expensive thing. It's about the best thing. If they made a TV that was better than that $4,000 TV for $200, I would buy that TV.
Dude, you could put this TV next to some other TV that's like 3 times as much as this, and I probably wouldn't even notice.
I would. I could tell a difference. I can tell you all the problems with this TV. There are streaks in the panel because it's an LCD. That's just how it is. I can see the bottom edge is lighter than the rest of the TV because of the backlight. It's shining it down from the bottom up into a diffuser panel. That bothers me. The blacks don't get black. That bothers me.
What are you talking about? Look at my pants.
That's not black.
These are black.
That's not black though. That's like black with light coming through it. With an OLED panel, it's like the pixels just turn off. It's ridiculous, the difference. It'll blow your dick off.
I don't think it would.
It would. We go down to Best Buy.
Yeah,
we'll just go look at the fucking TV section.
I'll probably think the one that you think is better looks worse.
No, there's no way.
I don't like the
colors look more real.
Yeah, I don't like that.
What do you mean? It looks better.
What's it called when they get the HD shit?
HDR? High dynamic range?
It makes it look like it's like not a movie. Like you can see the makeup and shit.
Yeah.
That takes away from it.
No, it doesn't. Just make a movie look better. What are you talking about?
I'd rather watch it on VHS if it was going to make it look more real.
It's not a...
I don't want to see. I don't want it to look real.
From 1972. If you watch a modern movie where they know that it's going to be on a TV like that, then things look different.
I don't know.
You remember when you watched fucking Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse on your TV, and then we watched it on my TV, and you're like, oh wow, 4K really does make a difference. I couldn't even see any of this detail.
Yeah, but that's also a cartoon.
Okay, so
it looks weird when it's real people.
You are an insane person.
No, it does.
Looks
it's like
so much better.
Yeah, but it makes it look like it's like fake, it makes it look like.
What do you mean?
Like they're on a stage rather than on like the movie. Yeah, but it looks too like, I don't know, like you're watching a play though. You know what I mean?
No, you are crazy.
That's how they used to look.
You are,
and there'd be like a delay to it.
What?
When those first came out, there was like a weird delay, and they just looked weird.
You are a crazy person.
I don't think they look as good.
What are you talking about? A delay?
We can go to Best Buy and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Please do, because they're gonna show probably Top Gun Maverick because that's the latest hotness. It's gonna be playing on loop. We can just go and then we can sit there and watch it for an hour without sound.
Yeah.
Of course, if you go to Best Buy, all the TVs have like the fucking shitty movie settings all cranked up, so it looks garbage anyway at Best Buy. you gotta set the settings down so it's like you get all that color depth, but it's not like super oversaturated. Like it looks real, but not like poppy. You know what I mean? Why am I asking you? You definitely don't know what I mean. You think that
no, I think
HDR makes things look bad?
It used to.
Definitely didn't. I think you're talking about something else.
No,
I think something else was turned on and you're mistaking it for HDR.
No, it's like my friend had one, and it just looked weird.
I think there's something else turned on. I think there's another setting,
Maybe
like motion smoothing or something.
Something like that. Who knows?
I think it was probably like motion smoothing. Anyway, Walt Cunningham died.
Yeah. Passed away. On the moon.
Nope. Complications due to a fall.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. He was 90 years old. He only got to fly once.
It's kind of it's weird. It's weird that like you can just fall, and if you're a certain age, you're just gonna die.
Gone.
Like
yeah.
what do they mean complications from a fall? Like
I assume he was at the hospital, so I assume he had like surgery done, and then it didn't go well. Then he just died.
So like he just broke a bunch of ribs.
I don't know. I didn't look into it.
Is there a video?
Probably not.
Man, that'd be sick if there was.
Wouldn't
and
it?
I mean, sick is like gross,
disgusting. Like it would make you feel uneasy.
Yes.
You saw a 9-year-old man fall over and you're like, oh, he's just dead.
Well, no, he made it to the hospital.
They brought so did Abraham Lincoln. So did JFK.
Yeah, but that was like
making it to the hospital is not a prerequisite for.
I guess you wouldn't really I guess you wouldn't really stop, would you? I mean,
why not?
If you get a dead guy in the ambulance, I guess you wouldn't really turn around.
Just detour to the morgue.
Yeah, but then if you already know somebody's dead at the scene, you don't take them to the hospital, though, right? What do they do with those? I think it
depends. I think if there's a small chance that they'll survive.
I'm pretty sure they knew Kennedy was not going to survive that.
Yeah. I think they were just I think there was like a procedure in place there.
Yeah.
Because it was like the president's been shot. Well, according to the rules, we have to bring him to the hospital. And then they just could have looked over at the exploded pizza slice that was his head. And they're like, okay, if you insist.
They probably didn't bring him into the hospital.
They definitely did.
Where did they? Yeah.
They brought him to a book depository. Good old JFK, you know. So, Walt Cunningham died, Apollo 7. Cool dude. I don't think he cheated on his wife. Which, unfortunately, most of the astronauts did. America's heroes, ladies and gentlemen.
Was he accused of that?
No.
No. Why did you just bring it up?
A lot of them cheated on their wives. Like, a lot.
I can't see if they brought him to the hospital.
Hey, Google. Did they bring JFK to the hospital?
On the website parklandhealth.org, they say at approximately 12:38 p.m. on November 22nd, 1963, President John Fitzgerald Kennedy was taken into Trauma Room 1 at Parkland Memorial Hospital. By 2 p.m., his young widow was escorting his remains to Air Force One.
Yeah.
2 p.m. What was the time difference in that?
About an hour and a half, I think. Took them a little while to find the pulse.
No. No, I was about to say they must have been like
they were still waiting.
Yeah, they must have been like buying time.
Oh, absolutely. The president just got shot.
That's kind of a rough one to like go on TV.
I don't think that happened now. Everybody would be live streaming it. I mean, that's what happened when Lee Harvey Oswald got shot.
Lee Harvey Oswald?
Yeah.
I mean, when he shot?
No, when he got shot.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know
that guy shot him.
Yeah.
On live TV.
Yeah.
That's why Dennis Leary has that bit where he's like, people call us the TV generation. We saw Lee Harvey Oswald get shot live on TV. We were scared to change the channel. This show sucks. Yeah, but somebody might get shot.
You never know.
Back in the day of network television. Imagine if somebody gets shot on Netflix.
On Netflix?
Yeah.
There's never any live Netflix, is there?
I don't think so. Amazon does live sports, and that guy had a heart attack or something.
Yeah, so somebody said he didn't have a heart attack. His heart just stopped. And I was like, how is that not a heart attack?
I guess there is a distinction, because a heart attack, you don't, like, your heart doesn't stop. It just sort of goes into, like, a weird rhythm.
Yeah.
And that's why you give them a defibrillator, because a defibrillator actually can't restart your heart. It just
can't stop my heart.
It's designed to, like, jump it back into its regular rhythm, I think. I'm not a doctor.
If someone's flatlining, though, you don't use those?
I don't think so. I think that's a movie fallacy.
I don't know.
Because people aren't going to understand that the rhythm's different than it's supposed to be. But if you show a flat line, it connects with the average person. Like, oh, that, yeah, got it.
Well, they could have, like, the sound of a heartbeat that's not right playing instead.
I don't think most people know what a normal heartbeat sounds like.
If you just hear, like,
I don't think that people can make the connection.
You know what, like the rumbling sound of the heart?
Do you remember when we went and saw Joker and that old man was in the front seat and he went, "What's happening?"
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that guy's not going to know.
That's true.
That the heartbeat is different.
The dumbest part in that movie. I was like, why would they even they shouldn't have to tell us that wasn't a real relationship. It like ruins the whole, because when you first see it, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like that's it. You didn't have to have the flashbacks. And then the fact that guy, they put those in for that guy and other people like that. Yeah. It ruined, that was like the worst part of the movie. Like, I like that movie, but that was the one thing in that movie where I was like, wow, that's dumb. They didn't need to show those. But apparently I was wrong.
Yeah. Listen,
because that's such a good scene and then they ruin it.
Yeah.
Like where she's just like afraid of him, but still kind of like,
yeah.
Hey, like, yeah.
I think they could have done
just ended at
one flashback. Like just done one scene. I don't think they needed to do it for like 2 minutes or whatever they did it for. Like you can just do one. I think that most people would have gotten
3 or 4 flashbacks.
Yeah, it was like too much.
Yeah.
I think you could have gotten it. I definitely got it.
They didn't need any of it.
I definitely got it when they didn't do the flashbacks. But for that guy, just do one.
One wasn't enough. He asked after the flashbacks.
I've told you about the guy who I went to see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And a dude halfway through the movie went and got the manager and was arguing with the manager of the movie theater that the movie was in 3D, but he didn't have 3D glasses. I told you that, right? Yeah,
and it was not in 3D.
It wasn't.
Was he like not right in the head?
I don't know. Like, it's just not in 3D. Like, it's so clearly not in 3D. What do you want? Like, you notice how shit's not poking you in the eye? We went and saw Avatar in 3D. 3D is very noticeable.
Yeah.
You can tell when something's in 3D. Like, that movie wasn't in 3D.
Maybe he didn't have his glasses and it was all blurry.
Just a blurred mess. Yeah. It's like a one-dimensional dot for him.
It's in 3D.
Maybe he was blind in one eye and he was like trying to say like the world isn't in 3D. Maybe he meant generally stuff is in 3D. I have no depth perception. I didn't check to see if he had an eye patch on.
Yeah. What now?
I don't know. We can talk about some stuff that I was thinking about earlier. I was having some deeply profound thoughts on the car ride home.
Mm-hmm.
That's really annoying.
Yeah.
I was thinking about how ancient Greek myths like Perseus and Theseus and all them jabronis, that was like 3,500 years ago, right? Around that time. We're still telling those stories today.
Mm-hmm.
Is the stuff that's really good today, like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, stuff that people generally love, will that be around 3,500 years from now? Will people still be talking about Harry Potter? Will people still be talking about fucking Game of Thrones or whatever?
3,000 years from now?
Yeah. If we make it that far.
Yeah, I don't know.
Will the cavemen who will take it? Will the monkey men who take over?
I don't know if there's any like. I think. Well, that's like gods, though, right?
Demigods, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a little different.
But they're just stories.
Yeah, but like. That's their. I don't know. They're gods, though.
But it's not like the Bible.
No.
It wasn't like a religious text. It was just a story that somebody told in that world. You know? Like Harry Potter in the world of magic.
So 3,500 years old.
I think so. It was like 15th century BC. Was what I read.
I don't know. I don't think people will.
Yeah. I think the nukes are gonna take them out.
Yeah, I think you get like time periods for certain things, like everyone's always gonna be like, oh, look at the pyramids, you know,
right.
and
well, until they're gone.
Yeah, I think
Elon Musk is gonna buy them, take them down, rip them apart,
live in them.
I would totally live in the pyramids. That would be sick.
It'd be creepy.
Install some lights. Look, I can turn the lights red.
Turn the lights on.
Order Domino's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to make it up about halfway. There's gonna be a door. You'll see it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think our whole. I think mostly. This time period will just be remembered in history, if it is at all, as just like
a joke.
Yeah.
A farce.
But I mean, 3,000 years.
We were smart.
I don't know if Harry Potter could survive 3,000 years.
How long do you think it will survive? Do you think they'll be talking about it 100 years from now?
Yes.
200?
Yes.
300?
Possibly yes.
400?
Maybe.
Have you seen The Office?
I think it's going to be like like any other book that's like 200 years old or more.
Do you think it's going to be taught in schools?
Well, it helped a lot of kids get into reading, so I'm sure it'll be used.
Do you think it'll be
taught about?
Because I mean, we read To Kill a Mockingbird. I think most people have read To Kill a Mockingbird.
No.
Okay. We had to read it in high school. It was mandatory reading. Or like Romeo
which
and
one
Juliet.
is that?
That's the one where the dad's a lawyer and he has to represent a black man in court, and it's like the deep South.
Oh, yeah. No, I've seen that movie.
I have to. It's a good movie.
I don't think we read that. I remember they showed the movie in school, but I don't think we read that one. Or no, we did read that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, because that's the only reason they showed the movie after. No, there was the other one that it was the one who flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like the only good book out of a stack of terrible ones, but the class just chose the smallest book possible.
It is.
So we had to read this shitty book.
I saw something where somebody said that, shockingly, this person was a big Harry Potter fan. And they were on the internet, so they were talking about Harry Potter. They said that they liked Harry Potter a lot, as most Harry Potter fans do.
Yeah.
But they were saying that they were conflicted because at some point Harry Potter's so big that it's kind of hard for it to not be like read in schools at some point in the future. Like at some point they have to, right? Like it's just such an important milestone for literature. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unless people are like get more
wizards are evil.
Yeah, unless you get
the
those
signs
people.
of the devil.
Yeah, something like that.
But they were saying how it was good because kids would be exposed to good books, but also when you're forced to read a book you hate it doesn't matter how good the book is.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is 100% of the time it is correct. Like, it doesn't matter how good it is. If somebody tells you have to do it, you are gonna hate it. Like, it doesn't. Well, I guess movies are a little different because it's only like you just have to sit there and you don't even have to pay attention. So you can say that even a terrible movie is great in school because you're just like, I didn't have to do anything. It's awesome.
Yeah. I don't think it would be. I think if it was taught, it would be like a extra kind of thing. You know, sometimes they have like these random workshop type classes you can do.
No, I didn't do any of that.
You guys didn't have like a career day?
I'm sure we did, but I didn't participate in any of that.
It was cool. I got to go to a movie set.
I didn't do anything. I refused.
You have to do one.
No. I'd be like, I'm doing CATC, can't do it, sorry.
Well, this would have been like junior year, I think, is when we did I think it was junior or freshman, I can't remember.
Back in the
I think
day.
it was a freshman, yeah.
They still
You're supposed to do like a career day.
Did you have like we didn't do that, I don't think. Did you still use slates or did you have paper then?
Slates?
Yeah.
What the hell is a slate?
Okay. It's the thing it's like a chalkboard almost.
Yeah. You mean a whiteboard?
No, it was slate, like the rock.
Mm-hmm.
And it was you'd write on it like a chalkboard.
No, I didn't have that.
I saw a thing where somebody was pointing out that old people will complain about the current state of technology no matter what. And it was somebody from like who grew up in the late 1800s, early 1900s, complaining that kids today would never know how to clean a slate properly because paper was so prevalent and that paper was ruining the teaching industry.
Yeah.
It's like
wow.
It's also those things where like you see people complain about how everybody's on their phone like in public, and then it shows a picture of just people with their head in a newspaper on the train. It's like everybody has always been like this.
Yeah.
It's just the method is a little different nowadays.
Well, no, I'd say it's a bit different. Because you don't have to, like, have you ever just not had your phone out and gone into a break room or something?
Many times.
Yeah, like people actually start, like, talking to each other.
No, I refuse. Don't talk to me. I'll just sit there and stare at the wall.
Yeah.
I don't want to interact with anybody ever. When I meet new people, it's like that video of Danny Gonzalez and Drew Gooden and Curtis Connor.
What are you talking about?
And they did that. Remember that?
Yeah, we're not the same guy thing.
Yeah, where there was that video of those famous musicians where they met a fan and like they just didn't react to the fan at all. And they just looked dead the entire time. And then Drew Gooden was like, okay, we'd like to apologize. And it showed footage of them like beating the shit out of somebody.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next video was people replying to that. Like, I would never let that happen to me. And then
that was with that other... who was the other
I
original?
think his name's Curtis Connor.
No, who was
the original?
Yeah, the
people?
one who liked... Yeah.
I don't remember.
I want to find that episode. Doesn't he like make it
they
seem
like
like
grab him?
Yeah, like oh no, it's like something like yeah. Oh, they made that guy like apologize to the fans or something like for and then they were like they're acting as if he just like kicked the shit out of this girl. Didn't he like accidentally hit her or something?
I don't think so. Might have been a different thing. Yo, check this out. Bang. Did you watch the most recent?
She's holding a gun.
I definitely stuck my nose and pissed. Just the most recent Drew Gooden one where he's talking about terrible movies again.
No.
That was good.
The Netflix one?
Yeah. No. It was like free movies on YouTube you could find.
Oh yeah, dumb YouTube movies.
But that guy who's just like a robot, the actor.
I didn't watch the video.
Oh my word. We need to talk about RoboCop. Oh my word.
Again?
Oh my gosh. I was watching clips on YouTube just because RoboCop's like a great movie. And it's fucking hilarious, and it's so fun to watch. And as I was watching clips, the actual movie, because you can buy movies on YouTube, the actual movie like popped up and it said free, because sometimes they just like a couple movies are free for a month or whatever. I was like, oh, sick. I haven't seen RoboCop in years. Fucking watch RoboCop. I go to watch it. Immediately, title card pops up. Says, some scenes have been altered. And the aspect ratio has been changed to fit this display. And I was like, okay, maybe they took out like the part where that dude gets shot for like 45 seconds and just explodes. Maybe they cut that down a little bit, for probably good reasons. And then I started watching it. They removed every swear word and all of the blood.
How'd they get rid of the blood? That's all practical.
Jordan, I will show you the clip after this. It is amazing. Either they cut around it, so like suddenly it just looks super shitty because they just cropped in like 400% on a dude's face. Like when he gets his arm shot off, they just show his face. And then you watch the actual movie and it's like his face is that big in the screen. The blood, they like CGI'd
shoot
over
his arm off, do they?
Yeah, they do. Like they're holding it down and he's got the shotgun. He's going boom, and he blows his arm off. And then he shoots him in the head after they all shoot him.
Are you talking the guy in the office building?
No.
Oh.
RoboCop. The cop guy.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the second command.
No.
Oh, okay.
You have 30 seconds to comply.
Yeah, okay. I thought that's what you were talking about.
No, and then that guy's just they showed like the first initial shot. They CGI'd out all the blood. It just looks horrible.
The guy who gets the second command shot.
Yeah, like it just looks terrible.
Why was wrong with the blood in that? I think if you're gonna be
they cut it down to TV-14.
No, if it's gonna be violent, there should be a ton of blood.
Yeah, like that's the point of RoboCop.
Yeah,
is that it's obnoxiously violent. That's the reason the movie was made.
Yeah, why else would you want to watch that?
Listen, there's a shot in the locker room at the very beginning where you see like the top of a woman's tits because it's a locker room.
Mm-hmm.
And they CGI'd on a bra.
Who actually cares,
it
though?
It looks so horrible.
Like, who actually cares?
I don't know.
Like, who's actually out there? Like, if they just sat everybody down in America and was like, show of hands, who wants movies edited and who just doesn't give a shit?
Like, we have a rating system. That's the point of a rating system.
Well, yeah.
The point of a rating system is to be like, hey, you are a child. You shouldn't be watching this.
Right, but that's like the same thing as you can't show it on TV.
Right, it's like the Always Sunny stuff they talk about. How they keep removing episodes. They're like, we have a rating system. If you're not a mature adult who can handle this stuff, you shouldn't be watching the show. It was ridiculous. So then I just bought RoboCop. It was like $6.
Yeah, I mean, like,
a fucking good movie. That dude gets fucking blown up. It's so long. Have you seen the extended cut? It's like 15 more seconds.
Yeah.
I'm just like, whoa.
Show to me. Oh, you want to talk about like super gory? You know that Terrifier movie?
Yeah.
I watched some of that. Oh. He chases this girl down and grabs her, like cuts like into her face, like through her eye real quick, and then he like starts stabbing her a bunch and fucking like scalps her.
Okay.
Gets her down, like saws into her arm a little bit, rips her arm off, throws it, and then he like runs out. Like, it's so over the top. Because I looked it up and it was like people were passing out and throwing up when they would see this movie in theaters.
Why would you go see that movie? Not expecting that.
No, well, it's like that's the scene everybody was bothered by. But like I was watching it. Yeah, but it's like so like drawn on and like over the top, and it's this like freaking clown that's all like happy as he's doing it. It's like fucking funny. But like then after all that happens, she's like crawling still alive on the floor, and then like he runs back up the stairs and he dumps a gallon of bleach on her, and then he like takes this salt and sprinkles it all over her and starts rubbing salt into her wound. This is like a 10-minute long like brutal murder scene. And then he's like cutting bits out of her leg. And I was just like, I watched that and I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, can you imagine them being like, hey, we want to put this on TV? It's like a fucking 10-minute long just brutal murder scene. You couldn't edit that. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, they would try.
You wouldn't be able to.
I think that the TV-14 cut of RoboCop is like 5 minutes shorter because they just cut out a bunch of stuff. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, he also rips half her face off at the end.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like Two-Face style or like...
Yeah, like takes like the skin.
Okay.
Like rips the skin off.
There you go.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. He cuts a guy's dick off too at one point in the movie.
Sure.
This guy pulls over and it's just out of nowhere. Just cuts it off.
Damn.
And I guess like I saw an interview with the guy who plays the Art the Clown. And he was like, well, why doesn't he do some like clown stuff? Like, why doesn't he make like a balloon animal out of the guy's dick? And the director, I guess, was just like, yeah, even for me, that's just too much.
That's where we draw the line.
That's where we draw the line. You can, yeah, that movie's ridiculous.
It sounds like a movie that you would love.
I love Art the Clown. He's funny.
Got a hair on my tongue. You put it there. You put the kibosh on my project.
All right.
I'm gonna kibosh you.
And I will.
I've kiboshed before.
Kibosh again.
And I will. Kibosh again. You think I'm funny? No.
Unless it's a good thing to be a clown.
That's just so funny. All right.
Yeah, it's a good one.
JJTI season 3 episode due out. Peace.